Hey Nate, I see you're not home yet. Where are you? Did you stay over at your parents' place last night or something? You really should have called, you know. You still got a whole lot of stuff to pack before moving. Are you gonna make it in time? May end up having to throw all the stuff out. You do realize that we have to move out of this apartment tomorrow, right? I can't do this all myself, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. Don't start again.
Alright, but you keep saying you can do it all yourself. Are you sure about it?
Please stop nagging me about this, would you? As long as we move out tomorrow, we're good, right? I got the whole day tomorrow to pack up, so don't get all worked up over it. I'll take care of it. I plan on starting early in the morning and getting it done in no time.
The moving guys are arriving at noon, you know that, right?
Huh? Really? I thought it was like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m.
We talked about this, Nate. Are you sure you can do this?
Yeah, right. Well, then... Okay, I'll work all night tonight. I won't even sleep till I get it done.
Oh yeah? Whatever. So just get home. You can start on this afternoon. You stayed at your folks' place last night again, right?
I'm busy with my own stuff too, you know. Will you just stop with the constant nagging and let me do what I need to do? Jeesh.
Yeah, whatever. Just get it done is all I'm saying. Hey Nate, are you there? Nice of you to pack all your stuff during the night, but where the hell did you go again? Like I said yesterday, the moving guys are going to arrive pretty soon. You do remember telling me that, right? Later in the afternoon. Hope you haven't forgotten.
Huh? What are you talking about? My stuff's been packed and all ready to go. The moving guys will just pick them up. You just have to be there to make sure it gets done. I don't need to be there.
Yeah, okay, no problem. But just tell me where you ran off to. You can at least tell me that.
I'm at my folks' place.
Excuse me? Again?
What's wrong with that? Am I not allowed to be at my parents' place? Why the hell do you think I'm coming over here? Going back and forth like this. You would help out here at home, that's why. I have to do it all myself. And we should be a little more appreciative.
Pardon me? What are you even talking about? You never told me the reason why you're going over to your parents' place every chance you get. What are you helping out anyways?
Are you slow? The timing itself should tell you that much. Thought you would figure it out right off the bat. Do I have to explain every single little detail? Man, I never realized you were so slow-witted for Pete's sake.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry I'm such a slow-witted wife, but I would appreciate it if you would explain everything in words. It's not though as I'm a clairvoyant.
I have to pack all my parents' stuff too. I haven't moved into our new home. That takes time. I got a lot of stuff.
Wait, what?
Man, you are really uncaring towards my folks. Didn't bother to help me out at all. They tell me that you never showed up even once to help them pack and clean out their place. It was just the three of us. You're unbelievable.
Okay, could you slow down for 1 second, Nate? Because I have no idea what you're talking about. What's this your folks moving into our new home? This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Oh boy, do I really have to keep repeating myself for God's sake. Let me make myself clear. From today, my parents will be living with us in our new home. Their stuff ready to go later.
Wait, what?
Okay, now that you know, make sure when you're over there that you help with the unpacking. You got that? They are upset with you as it is.
Stop right there, Nate. This is the first time I'm hearing that your parents are going to be living with us. I wish you would have discussed this with me beforehand. Besides, we didn't build that house so that your folks could live with us. That never came up.
Have you got your head screwed on correctly? Do I have to explain everything to you for God's sake? If we build a new home, it's obvious that my folks will be living with us. It's a given. I thought you knew that. No way I'm changing my mind about this. I don't want to hear another word about it.
Hold it a second, Nate. This is an important matter. You can't just decide this on your own. We should have sat down and discussed this. Why the hell didn't you mention it? If we had discussed this, we could have designed the house differently. We would have been prepared better to accommodate them.
Please don't give me all this crap. What's done is done. Leave it at that, would you?
Excuse me? You call all of this crap? Are you nuts? You're the one with the screw loose, Nate. Why the hell didn't you tell me this sooner?
Hey, Sue, you keep this up, and I have no other choice but to divorce you. You don't want that, do you?
Divorce? You have to bring that up, huh?
Listen up, Sue. You want to stay married to me? Well, that's my top priority condition. My parents live with us. You don't like it? Then it's bye-bye to you. Take it or leave it, Sue.
What's with you, Nate? It's as if you want a divorce. Hey, Nate. You came back to the apartment once, didn't you? I just checked the mailbox and found that you left something. Divorce papers, huh? Really?
Oh, okay. You got him, huh? Picking up where we left off earlier, if you just can't agree with us living with my folks in the new house, well, I'm sorry to say that the only choice left for us is divorce. Those papers are what will determine our future. Make your choice, Sue. Live with us or be gone. You don't want me to divorce you? Well, do as I say and we start living with my folks in our new home. It's a simple choice, Sue. Take it or leave it.
Do you realize that what you're saying is totally outrageous?
What do you mean outrageous? It's not outrageous at all. Actually, it's a fair and reasonable proposition.
You call that fair and reasonable? Please give me a break.
Come on, Sue, I'm getting sick of your disobedience. I was just talking to Mom earlier. We both agreed that you were an unruly and rebellious wife, and you need a thorough rehabilitation. We agree we need to make some drastic changes once we move into our new home, so I expect some changes.
Oh yeah? Really? Unruly and rebellious, huh?
Once we get all the stuff moved into the new home, that's when your disciplinary training will begin, so get ready for that. This is for your own good, Sue. If you don't want a divorce, I suggest you obey all our commands and do what a wife is supposed to do. You got that?
And if I say no, what happens then?
Like I said, divorce!
Are you really thinking about divorcing me? I mean, really? 100%?
How many times do I have to keep repeating myself? That's why I send you the divorce papers, for Pete's sake. I mean what I say.
Okie dokie. Let me think about it. I'll sign and submit the divorce papers right now then.
Wait, what?
I'm saying I'll sign the papers and submit them to the city hall this afternoon. Clear enough for you, Nate?
Come on, Sue, it's Saturday today. City hall is closed. Looks like you're gonna have to wait. You trying to scare me or something? Well, you really should use your head.
I'm not trying to scare you.
Yeah, right. Anyways, you threaten me like that again, and you're not gonna be stepping in our new home. Capiche? Why can't you be honest with yourself? Just say you're fine with it and we can go on without all the hassle. We'll wait for the movers to deliver our stuff and into the house. Then we can contact my folks and have the place ready for them to move in, alright? You do all the unpacking. You got that? That's the first step of your disciplinary training. Hey, Sue, you there? Answer me, would ya? My folks and I just arrived at the new place. Where the hell are you? I thought maybe you had champagne ready for us.
What do you want? You're giving me a headache.
What did you just say to me?
Are you in front of the new place? Is that where you're texting me from?
Are you nuts? Of course we are. I told you we would be arriving just about the time the movers finish moving in our stuff. And what the hell is this anyways? Why'd you change the lock on the door? I didn't ask you to do that. I can't use my key. What is this, Sue?
Yeah, well, I changed the locks because I didn't want strangers coming in, that's why. I don't see what I'm doing wrong here.
You really have nerve shutting out the owner from his own home. You're really asking for it, Sue. I'm gonna have to bust that window in and get in that way. How'd you like that?
That would be breaking and entering. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I mean, that is if you don't mind wearing that bright orange jumpsuit.
Excuse me? What did you just say? You really expect the police to arrest me for breaking into my own home? You've totally lost it, Sue. Now open the damn door. Everyone knows that if you're married, while we own, we both own. Common sense. You're way dumber than I realized, Sue. Man, you really do need discipline for crying out loud.
Really, Nate? What are you talking about? I remember that we got divorced earlier, so that means I'm a single woman. Well, a divorcee if you want to be accurate.
Pardon me, you're not making any sense, Sue.
Like I said, you remember I said I was going to sign and submit those divorce papers, right?
Yeah, I know you did, I heard you. But like I said, it's Saturday today, dummy. City Hall is closed, not open for business. Too bad.
Well, even if the main office is closed, they will accept all forms and applications 365 days a year and 24 hours a day.
Pardon me?
Yeah, they have a 24-hour counter there.
Wait, 24 hours? No way.
Check their homepage. You'll see it right there.
You're right, they do accept forms 24/7. I had no idea.
Oh, so you checked their homepage, huh?
Yeah, I did. Are you serious? You already submitted the papers? Anyways, those divorce papers are not valid. I won't permit it.
Huh? But it was you that sent the papers over, all signed and dated, ready to go. I thought you wanted this divorce. And I clearly said that I would agree to divorce and that I would sign it and submit it. It's all in the line messaging record.
Yeah, well, I was only trying to, But you can't just walk into my house and take over, changing the locks and all. Now that we're divorced, it means the house is mine. I want you out there right this minute.
Are you still going on about that?
Give me the keys to the house right now.
I think I told you this 100 times. We built this house under my name. When we went to the bank to set up a mortgage, we did it under my name because you just quit your job. The bank understandably wouldn't pass the loan because you were unemployed.
Yeah, but...
So in the end, we had to put it under my name. The house, the mortgage payments are all under my name. I'm currently working and paying off the mortgage payments. Oh yeah, and I paid the entire deposit amount, which was no small sum. You do remember that, don't you? Nate, you paid $0 towards the house, which for all intents and purposes makes the house 100% mine.
Well, I thought,
I thought you were well aware of this.
Yeah, well, but we really didn't have to go so far as divorce. Maybe we got a little hot-headed about all this. All worked up about moving and being all busy and all. And why don't we revoke the divorce and remarry and start over, huh? What do you say? Let's relax and talk this over.
Sorry, I would not.
Huh? Why not? I mean, we've only been married 3 years. It really would look good with friends and relatives.
I would rather live alone than have to live with 3 of you. And I was really not looking forward to this disciplinary training sessions with your mom.
Yeah, well...
You haven't been to the unemployment office recently, have you? Do you even want to work? It sure doesn't seem that way. You're always sitting at home playing games on your smartphone or drinking beer all afternoon. Oh yeah, you've been using my credit card too, haven't you?
Well, I just used that because I was,
If you did some work around the house, I would have forgiven you for that, but you don't do a damn thing. I was just getting fed up with your antics. My pissed off meter was rising to a boiling point when you brought up moving in with your parents into our new house. That totally did it. Then, the divorce papers. Wow, I was practically foaming at the mouth at that point. Now, who wouldn't choose divorce at that point, right? So now, here we are. I would appreciate if you'd take that furniture off my lawn and back into the truck off my property before I call the police.
Hey, come on, Sue, let's talk about this.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Your stuff is still at the old apartment. I couldn't very well have brought them into my house, right? So take care of that as you see fit.
Hold on a second, you left my stuff at the old place? But today's the day we have to move out.
What was I supposed to do? If I brought it here, it would be theft. That would be a crime. I had no choice but to leave all that there. The landlord says as you get it out there by the morning, he's fine with it. You better get over there and retrieve it.
Hey, Sue, could we just live with you in this house for now? I mean, until we find another place?
Pardon me?
Yeah, it's just that we sold my parents' old place. We have nowhere else to go. So please, for one night at least?
I'm sorry. I would rather have not strangers living in my new house. Sorry.
Please, Sue, that's going way too far. We were husband and wife just a few hours ago. How could you call me a stranger?
Sorry. I really can't.
Please, we've lived together for 3 years. What's one more night?
I said no means no. I hope you heard me loud and clear.
Come on, Sue, don't be like this.
If you're still there in 5 minutes, I'm calling the cops.
Are you saying we're finished? Forever?
That's right. We're totally finished. You better hurry, and I'm not kidding about calling the cops.
Please, Sue!
That word police really had an effect on them. They packed all their furniture back onto the truck and they hurriedly disappeared. I didn't know his parents had sold their house. I guess they were hoping to live here for free and live off their savings or something. I heard they finally found a weekly rental place on the outskirts of town, but the money they got for the house was used to pay me back all the money that Nate used for my savings without my knowledge. They still have enough to live on it, but later came to light that Nate's mom had a huge debt that also had to be paid off. Well, that left them with very little. The last I heard, the three of them were living in a tiny apartment, working day and night to make ends meet.
Oh, you lying creep. I can't believe you. You're such a scumbag. I'm not staying together with a lying jerk like you for one more second. I'm breaking up with you.
Whoa. Hold on there, Nancy. What's going on? What happened? Why do you want to break up with me? I don't understand.
Don't play dumb. You've got some nerve, deceiving me for all this time, and now you're pretending like you're totally innocent? I will never forgive you for this, ever.
I wasn't deceiving. What do you mean? When have I ever lied to you, Nancy? I've always been forthcoming with you. I really have no idea what you're talking about. So please, can we calm down for a minute and talk about this?
You told me that you had a job at the biggest company in the city. But that wasn't true, was it? You were lying about everything. From day one. You're an evil, manipulative liar.
Please, Nancy, look, you've got to believe me. I wasn't lying. Why do you think I was lying to you about my job?
You can't fool me anymore, Shane. I just saw you. I just stopped by your office to see if you wanted to go out to eat during your lunch break. I expected to see you at the desk doing real work. But what did I find? You were cleaning toilets.
What? Oh no, you saw that? Oh gee, well, okay. Well, this is embarrassing.
It's too late to tell me the truth now, Shane. You had your chance to be honest, and you blew it. I thought you had a respectable job working for a respectable company. I only started dating you because I thought you were rich, but now I find out that you're just a toilet cleaner? That's not a real job. That's something loser high school dropouts do because they have no other options. I'm not staying with a loser like you. I'm breaking up with you. We're through.
Nancy, please, hold on just 1 second. I can explain. This is all a big misunderstanding.
I don't want to hear any more of your lies or excuses, Shane. You're just a pathetic failure who has to pretend to be rich to get a girlfriend. Seriously, do you have no shame at all? I would sooner die than to lower myself to cleaning toilets. But you don't even have enough self-respect to get a decent job being a cashier or something. I bet you were planning to lie to me all the way to our wedding day, weren't you? Sorry, but I'm not interested in financially supporting a poor loser like you. You're lucky I don't sue you for fraud.
Nancy, I'm telling you, you've got it all wrong. Could you please just listen to me for a minute? I can explain everything.
I already told you, I'm not interested in any more of your lies. I'm done. We're breaking up. Never contact me again.
No, please, wait. You've got to believe me. You're making a mistake. Nancy? Did you really just block me? You never gave me a chance to explain.
Hey there, Shane. It's been a while, huh? Did you get the invitation to my wedding?
Yeah. Hey there, Nancy. Yeah, it's been a while. And yeah, I got your invitation, but you blocked me 3 years ago, and now all of a sudden you're sending me an invitation to your wedding. I thought it might have been delivered by mistake at first. Also, this says your wedding is 1 week from now. Most people typically give a bit more notice than that.
Are you really in any position to criticize me after you lied your way into my heart by pretending to be rich? Get over yourself.
You still think I was lying to you, huh? Well, whatever. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm over it, and I'm over you. So what's your angle in sending this invitation?
Angle? I don't have any angle. I just wanted you to see me on my happiest day of my life, so I can see you on the most miserable day of your life. My fiancé works for a really big company, one of the biggest in the state, and unlike you, the toilet cleaner, he actually does a real job. He's smarter than you, harder than you, richer than you, and he's just all around way more of a man than you. I thought that if you saw what a real catch I landed, it would help you break out of your depression from losing me. I'm trying to help you move on. You understand, right? Out of the kindness of my heart, I'm allowing a pathetic toilet cleaner like you to get a teeny tiny taste of what a real wedding looks like.
Depression? I just told you, I'm over you. I've been for years now. So look, don't tell me to get over myself until you do something about that unwarranted self-importance of yours. Let me make this as clear to you as I possibly can. You're absolutely nothing to me anymore. I have no feelings left for you. Well, thanks for the invitation, but I'm not going to go to your wedding. Congratulations. Have a nice life.
Oh my god, you're running away like a scared little kid. It doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and mark you down as attending. I'll have a seat ready for you with a name tag reading, Shane the Toilet Cleaner.
What? You're something else, Nancy. First you send me an invitation 1 week before the wedding, and now that I've told you I'm not coming, you pull a stunt like that. Unreal. Do you have any concern for anyone other than yourself?
Why should I care about what some loser toilet cleaner thinks? I'll tell you what, how about you come and clean the toilets at the venue? I'll pay you minimum wage, which is probably more than you make. It's not like you have anything better to do. Tell you what, I'll stop by and pick you up at your company, okay? Just be sure to take a shower. I don't want your toilet germs getting in my car.
Fine, Nancy. You win. If you want me to come that badly, then okay, I'll come. But just so you're not caught off guard, I'm pretty sure that you'll come to regret this, and sooner than you think.
Are you saying I'll embarrass myself by inviting some broke toilet cleaner to my wedding? Now, don't worry about all of that. I'm inviting you so I can show everyone how I traded up big time. I'm so looking forward to this, Shane. Hey there, toilet boy. Are you enjoying the show? Didn't I look so hot in my beautiful white dress?
How do you have free time during your wedding to be texting me? Anyway, yeah, I guess I'm having a good time. Oh, you placed me in the dead center of the Friends of the Bride section. All of your friends keep giving me these super nasty looks. Oh, you keep glancing at me with this super smug, satisfied look on your face. Your college friends keep intentionally bumping into me every time they pass by my table. I've got to say, this is an experience like nothing I've ever had before. It's so bizarre, but it's kind of hilarious.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Make sure to take in all the sights. Someone in your economic class will probably never get another chance to see a wedding as nice as this. Aren't you glad I invited you? A simple thank you would be nice.
It's not like I asked you to invite me.
You know, actually, I hate to say this now that you're having a good time, but you smell like urinal bugs. Could you please leave?
What?
Yeah, my friends are complaining that you smell awful. They're like, why did you invite this guy? He smells awful. And we're just about to start the speeches in a few minutes, so I don't want your toilet stink to ruin the mood when my friends and family make their emotional, moving speeches about me, okay? You've served your purpose anyway, so I don't need you here anymore.
Man, you really are a piece of work, Nancy. I've never met anyone so lacking in common decency as you. Oh well, it's what it is. Fine, I'm leaving. I wish you all the happiness in the world, for as long as it lasts.
Don't forget to leave your present at the reception desk. Bye-bye, toilet boy. Shane, where did you go? Where are you right now?
What do you care? You told me to leave, so I left. I was just about to get a snack at the convenience store.
Get back here right now.
What's with this sudden change of heart?
It's been chaos over here since you left. Tucker noticed you had left a few minutes ago, and when he asked me what happened to you, I told him you were my loser toilet cleaner ex-boyfriend, and you smelled awful, so I told you to leave. I had no idea why he would care about you, but after I said that, he got super mad at me.
Who's this Tucker? Aye, is that your husband's name?
Who else would I be talking about right now? Yes, he's my husband. He said that the company you work for is a major client of his company, and that being rude to you could have a big impact on his company's bottom line. He was reaming me out in front of the whole reception. So obviously, I couldn't just stand there and take that. So I gave him my piece of my mind. I was like, why do you even matter? You're just a toilet cleaner. It's not like you're someone important to the company or anything. So what if I kicked you out? And then he got even angrier at me. He started yelling at me that you're not just some toilet cleaner. You're actually some kind of big shot. Like, he said he's spoken to you a bunch of times at board meetings and stuff. Is that true? There's no way that can be true. He must be mistaking you for someone else, right?
Ah. Now I see what's going on. Yeah, that makes perfect sense now, actually. First off, I can assure you that your husband isn't lying to you. I'm actually the company president.
The president? Shut up. That's got to be a lie.
No. It's actually the legitimate truth. I tried to tell you, 3 years ago, but I was never a toilet cleaner. You just had the wrong impression. Oh, tell you what, why don't you look at the homepage? That should clear things up for you.
Fine, I'll check. Oh my god, you are the president! Then why were you cleaning toilets that day? Company presidents don't clean toilets, do they?
Well, in general, probably not. But you could say it's kind of a stress reliever for me. Every once in a while I get in this weird mood where I start noticing every little speck of dust and dirt in the room. When that happens, I just have to start cleaning everything in sight. It's a weird compulsion, I know, but it's just how I am. I usually borrow a suit from the janitorial staff when I do that, since I don't want to get my suit dirty.
That makes zero sense. What?
Yeah, no, I can see why you'd say that. It's a habit I picked up from my father, actually. My dad was a total neat freak too. He did more of the cleaning than my mum did. When I got old enough, I started helping him out. It was pretty nice father-son time. Actually, we made a lot of fun memories cleaning together. After a while, I started to understand the incredible feeling of satisfaction to see the whole room sparkling clean. Cleaning toilets was always especially satisfying, since they start out dirtier than pretty much anything else in the house. That day you saw me cleaning toilets must have been one of those days where I got the urge to clean again.
I don't believe this. What kind of weirdo cleans toilets as a stress reliever? You've got to be kidding me. Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? Thanks to you, my life is collapsing around me right now.
Excuse me? Because of me. You were the one who refused to listen to me as I was trying to explain all of that to you. You just started texting furiously at me, told me you were breaking up with me, and then unceremoniously blocked my number. You blocked me on social media too, and then you moved out of your apartment, so I had no way to contact you. Oh, and remember that one time you happened to run into me on the street, near my office, I might add, and you threatened to call the police on me? All I did was walk down the sidewalk across the street from you by sheer happenstance. What was I supposed to do? Tell you I'm a company president while you're on the phone with the police? You would have just accused me of lying to you again, wouldn't you?
Well, maybe you would have thought you were lying, probably. But that's no excuse for you not telling me. This is your responsibility. You could have tried harder to convince me you were telling the truth.
What was I supposed to do? Hire a skywriter to write a message in the sky above the city, telling you the whole story? Look, tell me, what should I have done in order to convince you I was telling the truth? What evidence would have worked on you?
Oh, whatever. Just get back here now. The wedding is getting totally ruined. Tucker and his parents are all furious at me. They're telling me that if I'm the kind of woman who would insult a major client, then he shouldn't be marrying me. They're all threatening to cancel the wedding, Shane. You have to do something.
In all fairness, I have to admit his parents kinda do have a point. Getting married to a woman who would invite her ex-boyfriend to her wedding just to make fun of him? Man, that's a fate worse than death.
Would you just get over yourself and come back here already? You have to get Tucker off my back. Tell him to forgive me.
Not a chance. Not a reason would I possibly have to help you out. Your wedding, your life. Whatever happens to you is no concern of mine. This is your mess. You clean it up.
How can you be so cold? What kind of person are you? Don't you care at all my wedding is about to be destroyed because of you? You are the worst person I have ever met. You're scum, Shane.
Okay, really now? Do you have even the slightest bit of self-awareness? Even after everything that's happened, you're still trying to pin all of your failures on me. First, there was our breakup 3 years ago, your fault. Then you invited me to your wedding just to insult me, your fault. And then you told me I stunk and kicked me out of the reception, your fault. Every single thing that's happening to you right now is the direct result of your own boneheaded actions. All of this is your fault, not mine. Congratulations, Nancy. You ruined your own life. Don't blame me for that.
Shut up. This is all your fault. Get back here right now and talk some sense into Tucker. Get down on your knees and beg him to forgive me. I don't care what it takes. Tell him that you'll double your business with them or something. You're gonna do whatever it takes to clean up this mess.
I'll leave you to your delusions now. I'm not coming back for anything. I'm going home now. And I'm about to get in the car, so I'll take my leave from this conversation here. Oh, and I'm also blocking your number. Bye.
Don't you dare block me, Shane. You have to help me. You have to come back here, please. I'm begging you. I'll do anything, please. Shane!
After that, Nancy's husband-to-be called off the wedding, and the reception dinner turned into just a simple luncheon. Nancy was bawling and begging for forgiveness, as were her parents, but Tucker and his family were unmoved. Since they hadn't officially submitted their marriage certificate yet, and thus weren't legally married, he broke off the engagement. Since it was Nancy's behaviour that caused all of these, she was the one who got stuck paying the bill for their extravagant wedding too. A few days later, Tucker and his superiors came by my company to apologise for the events that day. It seems that Tucker had noticed that I was in attendance at the ceremony and reception, but that he had been so busy with the other guests that he hadn't had a chance to come speak with me properly. Apparently, he turned as pale as a ghost when Nancy told him she kicked me out of the building. He was fervently apologising to me, but I assured him that I didn't blame him at all for anything that happened. And I also assured him that our company's relationships would continue just as it was before. Then, a few days after that, Nancy stormed into my office. I don't know if she was drunk or something, but she told me that since I broke up her engagement, that I had to take responsibility and marry her instead. Seriously? What? Unfortunately for her, and fortunately for me, I was already married with children. When she heard that, she went totally berserk and started breaking everything she could get her hands on. So we called the police, and she was arrested and charged with malicious destruction of property. I have no idea what she thought was going to happen when she tried to force that ultimatum on me. What a piece of work. It's going to take a whole lot of cleaning for me to work off the stress from these last few weeks. Might just give the janitorial staff the day off and do all the cleaning myself.
Hey Marie, did you get a load of the latest? This blows my mind. What? Get a load of what? What are you talking about? What? Don't tell me you haven't seen that yet. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're living alone now, right? I guess it probably sent over to your parents' place. Like I said, what the hell are you talking about? What was sent? The invitation to the wedding, that's what. And get a load of this. The wedding is Anna's. Oh, wait, what? Are you serious? You mean Anna,
That Anna that we all know? I'm totally serious. Can you believe it? Her? Anna getting married? Whoa, who would have thought, right? Yeah, you can say that again. But who's she getting married to anyway? Where'd you find this guy? I'm surprised she was able to pick one guy. Remember all the guys she was always going out with? How long will this even last, I wonder? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. She was so into guys back in high school. Man, she had like a different guy every time we ran into her. I can't believe she would be faithful to one guy. I remember there were a whole bunch of girls that Anna stole right from under them, remember? Yeah, I was one of them. I remember she took the guy I was going out with back in high school. I really had a crush on that guy too. He told me he thought Anna was way better looking. But I think she dropped him a month later. Go figure. That was her for sure. She'd go after someone's boyfriend and then after she gets the guy, she drops him. It was all a game to her. But it wasn't only the girls that disliked her. A lot of guys hated her too. I remember in our senior, she was going out with some shady guy, remember? She was in real trouble at the time. I think she dropped out that time, didn't she? Yeah, that's right. I remember that. I forgot all about that. It was a long time ago after all. I think the police got involved, didn't they? Everyone was talking about it. They never caught the guy, right? Thinking about it now, Anna was sort of dodgy herself, huh? Getting back to what we were talking about the wedding, Anna was like that all during high school. And we really didn't have much contact with her in high school. And now she sends us this kind of invitation to her wedding? Seems kind of sketchy if you ask me. What about you? Maybe she didn't have many people to invite. Just needed to make the numbers. Seems like something Anna would do, huh? But anyhow, we won't be going, right? I mean, we're not even friends for Pete's sake. Yeah, you're right. I'll send it back saying I can't attend. Yeah, me too. What a hassle. I'm gonna call my folks and see if it arrived over there and have them send it. Yeah, what a hassle, huh? Oh well.
Hey Marie, are you there? What are you doing? You're not attending? You have to attend. I'm gonna keep bugging you until you say you're coming.
Huh? Excuse me? Who is this?
What the hell are you talking about? Are you high? It's Anna, for God's sake. You got that wedding invitation I sent last week, right?
Wait a sec. Before you go on. Why the hell do you know my line address? I don't remember telling you my address, and besides, I haven't heard from you in years.
So what? None of that matters. What I want to know is, why aren't you coming to my wedding? I really need you to attend.
You're kidding me, right? Why would I even go? Have you already forgotten what you did to me during high school? I don't care if you need me to attend or not. I'm not going, and that's final.
Are you still pissed off about that? That was like years ago. But yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it, it was kind of a lousy thing to do, and I really feel bad about it. But you know, we were just kids then, right? So come on, Marie. Let's just let bygones be bygones. What do you say?
You don't feel sorry about it all, do you?
Come on, don't be like that. Let's just forget all about the past. I really have your seat ready. So, you really have to come. I won't take no for an answer. I prohibit you from not attending to my wedding. So see you there.
You're prohibiting me from declining? Who gave you the right to give me orders?
Please, Marie, I'm begging you. My fiancé invited a whole bunch of his relatives and friends. It would be embarrassing if I didn't have any friends, right? So please, there just isn't enough people on my side.
Yeah, well, I took a look at the invitation. Seems like the guy you're marrying is way older than you. I did think it was unusual for you. You usually like young guys.
Yeah, right? Well, he's not a city guy. He's from the country. He has considerable property out there. He's what you call a landowner. obviously he's super rich, so you can understand that he has a lot of friends and relatives, not to mention a whole slew of business-related people. You know what I mean? Oh, I get it. All about the money. Huh. Figures. Anyway, I really need you to be there. Please, you have to attend. I'm not going to give up until you say yes. I'll make you pay a fine for not coming. I'll even go to your house and pester you day in and day out. Please, you gotta come. All you have to do is attend. You don't have to do anything. Just sit there and observe, that's all. Is that so hard? Just think of it as friends getting together for drinks and food. Please, 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 I beg you. All right, please stop. I'll go, okay? Christ almighty, you sure don't give up. Sheesh. But like you said, I'm just going to sit there. I'm not going to do anything. You understand that, right? And if I attend this wedding, I never want to see or hear from you again. You got that? And no more contact, no more pestering me or my family. Do I have your word? No problem. All I want is for you to attend, that's all. Oh yeah, as a wedding gift, I want you to pay $3,000. Wait, excuse me? Did I hear you correctly? I don't even want to go to this wedding, and you're demanding I pay $3,000? You have totally lost it, Anna. That's extortion, for Christ's sake. No way I'm paying that. I changed my mind. I'm not going to that stupid wedding. Are you totally senile? My God! If you need someone to go, just ask someone else, would you? No way I'm stepping foot in there. I was just pulling your leg. I just wanted to see your reaction is all. No need to pay anything. Just come and enjoy yourself. Actually, I'll do you a favor. I'll introduce you to one of my boyfriend's rich friends. You never know. You may be next in line to live happily ever after. I don't need an introduction. Besides, I already have a boyfriend. Oh yeah? Wow, that's unusual. I was positive you would still be single. Yeah, think what you will. Okay, I'll attend. But like I said, I'm just going to sit there and leaving right after it's over. I don't want to talk to you, so please don't approach me or anything. Whoa, that's not how you treat old friends. But what the hell? As long as you're coming, I'm happy. It's like we're sisters. We're the best of buddies. Please, would you stop with that? We're not buddies, and we were never... sisters? Please. Yeah, well, whatever. Just be there. This is gonna be a great wedding. You'll see. I bet you won't want to leave. Yeah, right. I look forward to it, I guess. Mostly for the food and drink. More the latter. Yes! I knew you'd change your mind. You won't regret this, Marie. This is going to be an unforgettable wedding. You can bet your life on it. Hey, Marie! Where the hell are you? You said you were coming. The ceremony is about to begin. Where are you? Are you on the way? None of my other guests are here either. Where is everyone? Hey, are you seeing this? If you are, answer me right away. Oh no, I'm really sorry about this. I had this urgent matter that I had to attend today. I couldn't get out of it, sorry. I really can't make it today. Have a great wedding. Hold on a second. Are you serious? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of prank? Are you saying that you're canceling? Not planning to attend? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's right. I'm not attending. Sorry. What the hell does that mean? I mean, at the last minute? Seriously? Why didn't you say something earlier? I had your place reserved, not to mention the food. This isn't some party that you can just cancel on a whim. This is a wedding. My wedding. This is totally not cool. Not cool, huh? You're the one that's not cool. I hear you were going to sell us. Huh? Excuse me? You were so insistent on us attending that I thought it was kinda suspicious. I mean, we don't even know you that well, and we haven't seen you in years. But anyways, I did a little checking myself and well, lo and behold, what a surprise! Or maybe it wasn't much of a surprise. You tried to trick us for money, isn't that right? What? What are you talking about? Don't give me that. Play dumb all you want, but we all know what's going on. You were planning on using your own wedding as some sort of matchmaking scheme. You were going to get money from your fiancé's friends for introducing us to them, isn't that right? All these guys are from the country where they don't have much chance of meeting nice girls, so you came up with a scheme to introduce us city girls for a little pocket money. That about right? How'd you... If all went well, no problem, and you'd make money, but if things didn't work out, well, you plan on getting us drunk and having these guys take us home. They do the deed and voila, a couple is born, and you make money. At least that was the plan before I found out about it. You didn't care if any of us had boyfriends or was about to get married or anything like that. As long as you made money off your little scheme, you didn't give a hoot. When I first heard about this scheme, I was blown away. What a dirty, god-awful scheme you concocted. But coming from you, maybe it's normal. Wait a second. Why do you know all this? Who told you? Oh, so you admit it. Yeah, well, I'd be surprised too. Yes, how did I know? Apparently, your fiancé or his relatives didn't know anything about this. You and his friends went behind his back and concocted the scheme, right? I'll just say that I got wind of this diabolical scheme through the grapevine. Who the hell told you? Give me their name right now. I also know a little more about you, also through the grapevine. This pathetic scheme of yours, it wasn't the first, was it? You have been doing this for a while now. You had no intention of marrying the guy, were you? You were planning on completing your little con game, and after you pocketed the money, you were planning on hightailing it out of there. That was your plan, wasn't it? Or did you all plan this with some guy, and you plan to split and take the 50-50? Hey, wait a sec. Is this guy the same guy you were going out with in high school? The guy you dropped out school for? That whole affair involving the cops? So that's what you've been doing all these years. I also know that this guy is with some real shady guys. I can understand why you said it would be a wonderful wedding. With all that money, I would be happy to. Shut the hell up! You have no right to lecture me on anything. I have all the right in the world to lecture you. Are you kidding me? We were about to be sold as sex slaves to some country bumpkin, for God's sakes. I'll lecture you until hell freezes over. The least I can do is give you a piece of my mind. I'm not just doing this for fun, you know. My guy said he needed the money to pay off the bosses. I had no choice but to go through it. I'm doing this for him. You don't know what it's like. He could get whacked for this, you know. I mean, do you really think I want to marry some fat, old country bumpkin? He makes my skin crawl. That has nothing to do with us. All I know is that you try to sell us and make money off of us. That's all that matters. Just so you know, I told all the other girls about your little con game. That means none of the girls will be attending. Please, you can't do this to me. The guys are just asking me where the girls are. What am I going to do? If you girls don't show up, I won't get the money from all the guys. If I don't get the money, my guy is gonna beat the hell out of me. You gotta do something. Are you serious? After all that, you still want us to go there? You're totally delusional. Do you really think we're so stupid? And besides, isn't what you're doing fraud? I'm sure that it's a crime. You could get jail time for this. You do realize that, right, Anna? Huh? It's not that serious. You think? You were trying to sell us and get money for it. Sounds like a crime to me. And how about your so-called fiancé? How about that? That's a con game if I ever saw one. If he presses charges, you may get arrested. Anyway, that's your problem, not mine. Marie, you gotta get me out of this, please. I'll do anything. Help an old school buddy, please. Anyways, this is all your fault, Marie.
Wait, what? My fault? I have nothing to do with this. You dug your own grave, Anna. Don't think everything will go your way. The world does not revolve around you. All right then, that's all I have to say. I'm going to block you from texting me so. See you around. Congratulations on your wedding.
Well, as you can imagine, that wedding didn't end well. The guys that paid money to Anna were furious that none of the girls showed up. They obviously wanted their money back. Once her fiancé learned that he'd been conned, he was enraged. The entire wedding soon erupted in chaos. How do I know all of this? I have a friend who works at the wedding hall and she just told me all about it. That was the same person who told me all about Anna's scheme. It turns out, while Anna came by several days before the wedding to discuss details, my friend happened to hear her talking with someone on the phone. They were discussing the whole plan. My friend relayed the information back to me. I can't imagine what would have happened if my friend hadn't overheard her that day. Several days after the wedding, charges were brought against Anna and she's now awaiting trial. Her boyfriend tried to hightail it out of town but was caught as he was boarding a plane out of the city. I heard he ended up getting a long jail sentence not only for this incident but a slew of other similar money-making schemes. They will surely have a hard time after they both serve their time. I just hope I never have to deal with them ever again. But the guys who paid Anna for the girls are to blame too. But unfortunately, they went scot-free. I really should be careful who I deal with in the future.
Kimberly, I just saw your text from this afternoon. Are you insane? Are you actually going to get married?
I'm sorry, is there some kind of problem with that? It's not like this should be breaking news to you. I told you a while ago that I was seeing a guy and we were pretty seriously thinking about marriage.
Don't dodge the issue. You're free to marry whoever you want. I don't care. The problem is the timing. I will not allow you to get married before your brother.
Clark, but he doesn't even have a girlfriend right now.
Then you'll have to put off your wedding for a year or two, however long it takes for Clark to get married. Once he's married, then you'll have my permission to get married yourself.
However long it takes? Are you serious? Besides, every single time Clark has ever started dating a girl, you immediately come between them and force them to break up.
Your brother has responsibilities as the heir to our family business. He's going to be the president of the company someday. I can't allow him to marry some rubbish woman from off the street. I won't allow him to marry any woman but one who is genuinely worthy of him. It's my duty as his mother to help him choose a suitable wife.
Okay, so when you say however long it takes, what are we talking about? 5 years? 10 years? What?
Who knows? However long it takes means however long it takes. All I do know is that you're not allowed to get married until Clark does.
I know this probably doesn't matter at all to you, but I've talked to Clark, and he's completely fine with it.
Oh my goodness. That Clark is such an angel. I'm sure it must have been so hard for him to say those words to you. He's so kind to be able to consider the feelings of even a pathetic failure like you. But it must have been killing him inside to hear that you were going to get married before him. Your brother's kindness aside, I'm the one who has the final say here, and I say no. That's final.
Hey, Kimberly. I just got off the phone with Mom. Guess you finally told her that you're getting married, huh?
Hey, Clark. Yeah, and just as expected, she was completely against it.
She's so determined that you can't get married before me. Even though the reason it's taken me so long to get married myself is because she keeps getting in the way whenever I find a woman I like.
Yeah, apparently she won't let you marry any woman who is undeserving of being the wife of a company president. Any idea what that means?
In short, it means that she won't let me marry any woman who won't do everything she says, how she says it, when she says.
Good grief.
When did our mom become such a stereotypical overbearing mother-in-law? She's the kind of character you see in cheesy soap operas.
Right? My thoughts exactly.
Anyway, we're going ahead with moving the plans for the wedding along with the schedule, regardless of whether Mom approves or not.
Good for you. That's exactly what you should do. Besides, it doesn't matter anyway, since I'm already going to get married before you.
Yeah. Wow, it's actually really impressive that you've managed to hide your girlfriend from Mom for so long.
I didn't have any choice. I know for certain that she's the only girl in the world for me. She's my soulmate, my life partner. I don't have a life without her in it. I'll do whatever it takes to marry her, no matter what it costs.
Well, I'm glad you found someone like that.
And the same to you.
Thanks.
Oh, by the way, it looks like Dad is finally making his move too.
Yeah, I heard. He's called me the other day to tell me about it. I'll bet there are gonna be a few bumps in the road ahead for us, but I'm 100% sure that there's happiness waiting for us on the other side.
Me too.
Kimberly, you've got some serious explaining to do. What's this I hear about you preparing for your wedding? I made myself very clear that you are not, under any circumstances, allowed to get married before your brother does. What is wrong with you? I am your mother, and you will do as I say. That you would show such disrespect to your own elder brother is disgusting. It's disrespectful to your father and I. It's disrespectful to the entire family. Not to worry, Mom. Everything's going according to plan. Clark will be married by the time my wedding rolls around. What do you mean? Oh, and just so you're not under any false impressions, this isn't happening because I decided I would obey your command about not getting married until Clark does. This is just how it happened to turn out naturally. You're talking nonsense. How can Clark get married? He doesn't even have a girlfriend. I've got a great idea. Why don't you go ahead and ask Clark directly about this instead of hearing it from third person from me? Ask him about what? He's been saying that he'd let you know once everything was in order, so I think he'll probably be fine with talking to you about it if you ask him. I gotta go now. We have a meeting with the wedding planner in a bit. Hold it right there, Kimberly. Talk to you later, Mom.
Hey, Mom. I understand that it's finally time for you and I to have a little talk.
Clark, please, tell me what on earth is going on. Your foul little sister is telling all sorts of bizarre tall tales. Like that you're getting married. That's ridiculous, isn't it? You don't even have a girlfriend. How could you get married? She couldn't be content with just being a failure of a daughter. She had to become a vile little liar too.
That's one of the things we need to talk about, Mom. I need an answer from you right now. Why'd you call Kimberly a failure? Why'd you treat her like a second-class child? She's pretty successful in her career. She's responsible, a good member of the community. I have no idea why you treat her the way you do, and I want you to tell me.
Why? Isn't it obvious? She never even went to college, and she didn't even go to a decent private high school, just some crummy local public high school.
Are you joking? Mom, you're the one who told her that you wouldn't pay for her to go to a private school. You forced her to go to that public school.
You, on the other hand, truly make me proud to be your mother. You went to the finest prep school in the county, and then to the finest private university in the state. And after graduating, you started working for one of the largest companies in the country. And what's more, you've started your own company that you're now the president of. Honestly, the two of you are so drastically different. It's hard for me to believe that you're even siblings. How could I not call her a failure? That's what she is.
Okay, well, I've had just about all I can take of that conversation, so if it's all right with you, I'll just move along to the next order of business. Mom, I got married.
You what? Oh, Clark, you're something special. Don't worry, you don't have to play along with Kimberly's delusions. We both know she's a compulsive liar. Don't worry at all about what that little failure thinks. You go ahead and take your time to pick the most perfect woman in the entire world as your wife. I'll be here to support you every step of the way.
Will you please listen? I really did get married to the secretary in my office. So no, Kimberly isn't lying about this.
You what? Your secretary? You mean the one with the glasses? The person who came to pick you up to drive you to the airport for your business trip. That secretary.
Yep, that's her.
That was the woman?
I guess I don't blame you for not realizing that. You've only seen her in her work attire. She always wears slacks and a jacket when she's at the office, and hey, she's pretty tall. So there are actually a lot of people like you who think she's a man at first. She may not seem the type, but she actually used to be a professional model in her teens. She's gorgeous. She dresses plainly like that on purpose to keep men from hitting on her and distracting her from work.
I don't believe this. How could you go over my head and pick a woman by yourself, Clark? I do not approve of this. Not one bit. How am I supposed to live together in the same house as a woman who dresses like a man? She'll completely ruin the mood of this house.
What are you talking about? We're not going to live together with you.
What?
I've told you before that I'm moving out of the house as soon as I get married. This shouldn't be news to you, and furthermore, you also knew that as soon as me and Kimberly got married, that you were going to move to the new house that Dad's building near where he's living for work right now.
But that place is out in some backwater town. They don't even have a Starbucks.
We talked about this over a long time, and you had accepted that, Mom. You're not going to go back on your promise now, are you? Don't tell me, is this the reason you've been interfering in our love lives for all these years? Have you just been trying to desperately cling to your cosmopolitan lifestyle as long as possible?
No, that's not it at all.
I'll take that as a yes. Moving on.
Clark, can I tell you something?
Nah, not interested. Like I said, moving on. I bet you've already heard this, but Kimberly isn't planning to invite you to her wedding. I think you might want to take some time to do some serious introspection on why that happened, and what you need to do to make it right.
Hello there, Kimberly. Today is your big day, isn't it? I bet you're excited. I prepared a big surprise for you. I hope you'll enjoy it. Well, Kimberly, what did you think of my big surprise? You were surprised, weren't you? Mom, what in the world was that? I was worried you might go and do something stupid, so I did have my guard up. But wearing all black to a wedding? Black hat, black dress, black coat, black shoes, you even painted your fingernails and toenails black. Yes, well, getting married to someone like you is practically a funeral, so I came to mourn for your poor, poor husband. And if I'm going to mourn, it only makes sense that I would dress for the occasion. This is what you get for being such a rebellious little brat. Is it really this fun for you to do everything in your power to sabotage your own daughter's wedding? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Your brother betrayed me and married a woman without my permission. And once you get married, I'm going to have to move away from a civilized society to live around a bunch of backwards country bumpkins who probably can't even spell the word university. Is that really all? I like living in the city, don't you get it? And now that I've brought your wedding to a halt, you're not getting married anymore. You'll be single forever. I'll see to that personally. Oh, and one other thing. Now that your brother has moved out, I'll need you to move in and take over for him. Without him around, this house is turning into a real mess, so you'll need to get ready to move as soon as possible. You are really oblivious, aren't you, Mom? We've been legally married for some time now. What? My husband and I were officially married just about a month ago after Clark got married. And I'm currently enjoying the newlywed life with my husband right now, so I'm afraid I don't really feel much like moving in with you. You what? And besides, the wedding is still on. No, that can't be. Well, to be more precise, the reception is still on, and it's going to start soon. Fortunately, there are no other parties who booked the reception hall today. We talked to the manager, explained the situation, and he's willing to give us a few hours extra for no charge. What a generous guy. I thought for sure it would have been cancelled. Once again, fortunately, we only planned a small wedding for the family members and close friends. They're all being very understanding, and they had no problems with continuing the ceremony right where we left off. I won't let that happen. I'm going to barge right through the doors of that reception hall and give you another piece of my mind. Mom, really? Are you 12? You're such a child. Excuse me? We requested additional security staff from the venue, so no, you're not getting into the reception. Don't even bother. You can go home now. You're no longer needed here. How dare you? You're kicking your own mother out of your own wedding? Do you actually think you're in any position to be acting so indignant right now? And not to mention, aren't you forgetting the position you're putting Clark in? What? What position? I could have sworn I told you about this. Maybe you just weren't paying attention. My husband's father is the president of the company that just so happens to be the single largest client of Clark's company. He is? I've explained our family circumstances to him, so he also had an idea you might be up to something. But to have the mother of the president of the company he pays millions of dollars to every year storm into the wedding of his own son, makes a massive scene, disturbs all the guests, and deliberately try to shut down the wedding? You have to understand, he's furious right now. Thanks to you, Clark was basically on his knees begging for his forgiveness for about 20 minutes straight. It was the most fervent apology I've ever seen. And you know who was right there alongside him? Dad. In the end, it was my husband who was finally able to calm him down. And after I explained in greater detail what kind of nutjob you are, his anger actually turned into sympathy for us. Do you have the slightest bit of remorse for almost single-handedly destroying your son's company? You had no idea. Plus, you can stop pretending. I know the real reason you don't want to leave the city. And honestly, I have to say, it makes me ashamed to be your daughter. Kimberly, please, you've got to do something. Talk to your father for me. He's going to divorce me. Can you believe it? If you could just talk to your father and explain how this is really all your fault for disobeying me, I'm sure he'll understand. So you've got to call him right away, okay? Kimberly, answer me this instant. Your disgraceful behavior has ruined my reputation. Now everyone has turned against me. All of our family, my friends, even your brother. And it's all your fault. You need to fix what you did. Kimberly, pick up the phone. What an embarrassing display. Really, she just refuses to see reason. I bet she didn't even finish the conversation with my dad before she started bombarding me with texts and calls. Somehow, she's under the impression that it was what happened at the wedding that caused Dad to divorce her. But that's not actually the case. You see, my dad hired a private detective to look into Mom's activities. He was perplexed by how desperate my mom was to stay in the city, even going so far as to work overtime to prevent me and Clark from getting married. And what he discovered was that Mom was having an affair, or at least she was trying to. There's a man in one of her exercise classes who she's been flirting with non-stop for the last 5 years or so, but he hasn't been responding to her advances. It got to the point that she practically stalking him, and it seemed he finally had enough of her nonsense because he got a restraining order against her. So Mom ended up being divorced by her husband, disowned by her 2 children, and unceremoniously dumped by the man she had been pining after for 5 years. I guess Mom got her wish after all. Now she gets to spend the rest of her life in the city, although now she'll be doing it alone, in a quiet, run-down apartment on the bad side of town.
thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey Mark, what's up? Hey, about this 3-day weekend coming up. Hey Mark, are you there?
Sorry, I was in the middle of work. Couldn't answer it. I was finally able to get my phone out and look at your message. Yeah, so, what about the 3-day weekend?
That's right, I was just thinking about the 3-day weekend that's coming up and figured it would be a good time as any to go on a little trip. What do you say?
A trip, huh? Like somewhere overnight?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we haven't had a vacation in so long. As a matter of fact, we haven't really gone out much, even so for drinks, so come on. So, it's a 3-day weekend. Let's splurge for once and go out somewhere exciting. Please, please. As a matter of fact, I was just searching the web for some potential spots. I picked out a few, so tell me what you think.
Yeah, sounds good and all, but I don't think I can make it. Really sorry, Sarah. I just can't take a trip anywhere.
Huh? Seriously? Why? Why not? We haven't been anywhere this year, and you're always working. When are we ever gonna go for Pete's sake? The same time last year, we were going all those trips. What happened to that?
Yeah, well, that was then, this is now. I have to work over the weekend. Things have gotten busier the past year, that's all.
Are you kidding me? Why'd you agree to work on the weekend? Come on, take the weekend off, I insist.
I really can't. I'm right in the middle of a huge project. Besides, it will affect the year-end bonus that I was counting on. I gotta show results. I'm sorry, but I just can't get out of it.
I can't believe you, Mark. You're saying that work is way more important to you than me? That's what you're saying, right?
No, you got it all wrong, Sarah. I work because you're important to me. I just don't want you to suffer financially, that's all. I want to provide for you, give you the best life possible.
It's not all about money, you know. You're just no fun recently. You're always talking about work and money. Life, it's not all about money. You're always going on about not having money and that you need to work. What's more, you're always telling me to cut back on expenses, urging me to use coupons at supermarkets, cut back on using the air conditioner too much, stuff like that. You never take me anywhere recently, and it's all about economizing. We always seem to be on a tight budget. This is no life. It's just boring.
Like I said, I'm really sorry. But you have to admit that we, been spending a bit more than we were before, if you know what I mean. Tell you what, once I get the year-end bonus, well, I'll take you on a vacation. Anywhere you want, I promise. What do you say? So please wait until then. I just want you to be patient, okay?
No way. That just won't do, Mark. I want to go on a vacation this coming weekend no matter what. Did you know that our neighbor, the Johnsons, are going to Hawaii? Karen was over here yesterday bragging all about it. All my other friends are going somewhere this weekend too.
Yeah, well, I really can't do anything about that. I have to work, what can I say? They have their life, we have ours. Have a little understanding, would you? I said we'll take a vacation later this year.
Are you seriously saying that? You want me to sit quietly at home like a good little housewife and count coupons and cook meals for you? You want me to turn off all the lights and be a budget-conscious Scrooge?
Are you totally out of your mind, for God's sake? Come on, Sarah, you're overreacting. You're blowing this thing way out of proportion. All I'm asking is that you have a little patience and understanding, that's all. I'm working and doing it for you. You could at least understand that, can't you?
I'm sick and tired of all of this. I don't want to hear your excuses anymore. I hate you. I no longer love you. You know what? Don't even bother to come home tonight. I don't want to see you.
Don't want me to see, huh? Are you serious? Besides, all this, having to work, is all because it's because you're... forget it. Let's just... we calm down and think this through, huh? Hey, Sarah, are you seeing this? I just saw this. Divorce papers? Seriously? Is this some kind of joke? I stayed overnight at the hotel last night. I just got home and saw it sitting on the kitchen table. This is you, right? You put this here, right?
No joke, that's exactly what it is. Divorce papers. What can I say? And for your information, I fell in love with another guy. A guy who loves me and will take me wherever I want to go.
Hold on a second, Sarah. Are you serious? Is this some kind of joke?
I said, it's no joke. I'm divorcing you. I'm sick and tired of living like this anymore. I held out for long enough. Recently, you've just put me aside like I didn't even exist. You working on a weekends is proof enough that you don't care about me. Even if you loved me, you'd at least take me on weekends or even just a Sunday off to take care of me. Besides, why is it that you're always working, even on weekends, and still not have any money to speak of?
How could you even say that? You know why I have to work on the weekends.
Are you the type of guy that once you get what you want, there's no longer any need to value it? Well, there are plenty of guys out there that want me and value me, so there. I don't need you anymore. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do over my life with a much better guy who's rich, a guy who will take care of me. So goodbye, Mark. See you around.
See you? This makes no sense. Let's calm down and think this through, for God's sake.
There's nothing to think about. You sit there and think about what you put me through. Goodbye. Hey Mark, if you're seeing this, answer me right away. What is this? Why can't I use my credit card? It's been rejected. I need to use it right away. So call them or something and fix this.
You really think you can use it after all that? I didn't think you were so dumb, Sarah. After what you pulled, the first thing I did was to cancel your credit card. Apply for your own if you need it so bad.
Apply for my own? Are you nuts? If I can't use my credit card, I can't function, for Christ's sake. I'm doing all my shopping, transportation, bills with the card. I use it for everything. How am I supposed to live, you idiot?
Stop right there. Let me ask you something. Why the hell are you even using my card? I thought we got divorced. That's what you said last week. You left the divorce papers, and you loved another guy, and I haven't seen you since.
That was all a joke. Can't you take a friggin' joke, Mark? You were always ignoring me, putting me aside for work. All you think about is work. I just thought I would teach a lesson is all.
A joke, really?
Yeah, you were always saying how busy you were and that you had no money. I just wish you learned your lesson. Put yourself in my shoes for once. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, right. Teaching me a lesson, huh? That's rich. Hey, by the way, I looked at the credit card info. Are you currently traveling somewhere? Looks like you're having a fun time over on the West Coast. Wait a sec, am I seeing this correctly? You're like using $1,000 a day. Just in the last week you've spent... Holy cow! This is nuts! What the hell are you spending all the money on, for God's sake? And you're using my card on all this crap? This is downright crazy!
Well, that's because you won't take me anywhere, that's why. What was I supposed to do? Just forget all that and call the card company and get them to okay this card. I need to use it. If you don't allow me to use the card, I won't be able to get home. I hardly have any cash on me. I can't even use the ATM. Or are you saying that you don't even care if I'm home?
Sorry, no can do. Why the hell do I have to let you use my credit card? Have you gone totally bonkers?
Why? Because you're my husband, that's why.
Huh? I'm not your husband anymore. We got divorced, remember?
Wait, pardon me?
Those divorce papers, you left them at home. So I went the next day and submitted them down at City Hall. We're officially divorced. We're no longer husband and wife. Clear enough for you?
Wait. Oh my god, are you pulling my leg? You actually signed it, and no way. Why the hell did you do that?
Well, let's see. Because you said you wanted a divorce? Anyways, I just got sick and tired of all this. I worked my butt off for you and your family. But in the end, this is what I get in return. Like I said, I'm fed up.
Wait. What are you talking about? What do you mean, my family?
Come on, Sarah. You haven't forgotten already, have you? About 6 months ago, your dad's business was on the verge of bankruptcy. He asked me to help out, financially, to try and get the company back on an even keel. You do remember that, right? You were there with your dad, begging me to help out and save the company. I relented and sent your father $30,000 to help out. And then, month after month, I helped out as best I could. Don't tell me you forgot that. I distinctly remember telling you that we were going to have to cut back on vacations and going out for a while, at least until your dad's business recovered. No way you're telling me you forgot that! No way! Did you really forget all that?
Well, yeah, I was just...
Remember when you asked me about going on vacation over that 3-day weekend? Do you know why I couldn't go on vacation? Remember I said I had to work? Well, I didn't want to say anything because it seemed I would be blaming you and your family for our financial woes. I didn't want to bring it up. What was I supposed to say? We don't have any money for a vacation because of you and your family? Did you really want me to say that? I didn't want to hurt your feelings, so I didn't bring it up, but what did you do? You said I didn't make enough, that I was poor. Give me a break, Sarah. Always penny pinching? Yeah, well, I had no choice. Why do you think I was working long hours for? Even on weekends? Huh? Tell me that!
I didn't mean anything by it. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, and you said you loved someone else and then you wanted a divorce. You wanted a do-over. Isn't that what you said? So, you leave the divorce papers and leave. What was I supposed to think? Yeah, she's just joking. Did you really think I would just ignore it? I was wondering what you were doing the past week. I find out you're on vacation using my credit card. Nice. I canceled the credit card and you get all upset. Go figure. Is that your way of teaching me a lesson? Who the hell do you think you are?
Please, Mark. I'm sorry. I really am. It's just that I forgot all about that.
You really think it's as simple as that, Sarah? You forgot? Really? The reason why we can't go on a trip and have to cut back on expenses, all that, was all because I lent you and your family all that money. Don't tell me you forgot that. How could you forget such a thing? Because I lent your dad that money, he was able to get back on his feet. You really have nerve talking to me like that after all I did for you and for your family. So you think maybe I should have just said it back then, huh? That we don't have money because of your dad's business? Would prefer I said that?
No, please, Mark. I was only... I'm sorry. I'm not joking. I really did forget, simple as that. I'm truly sorry. Please, Mark, forgive me.
No need to apologize anymore. I really don't care what you do from now on. I already submitted the divorce papers, and for your information, I also sold the house. As for your stuff, I send them all over to your parents' place. I already moved into my new place. All the paperwork has been taken care of. We have no kids, so at least that's good. Makes things a lot easier. Oh yeah, and about that $30,000 I lent your dad. I discussed it with him, and he'll pay me back in installments. We already talked about it the other day, just so you know.
Wait, just hold on a second. I don't want a divorce. That wasn't my intention. That never was my intention.
Like I said, I already filed it.
But that's not official. I didn't agree to anything. I don't want to. I never wanted a divorce.
But you signed the divorce papers, which makes it official. Who's gonna believe you? You signed it, you wanted it, clear as day. The divorce is final. All our possessions and assets have been divided up. We're complete strangers now.
No, please. You can't do this, Mark. Please. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't want a divorce.
How many times do I have to repeat myself? We're already divorced. I don't want to hear your apologies or your excuses anymore. Just make sure you pay back all the debt.
Please. No. Let's sit down and talk this over, please. Could you come pick me up? I can't go home. I can't use my card and I have no cash on me.
Pardon me? You're not serious. You really have nerve asking me that. I'm sorry, but I can't. I'm busy with work today. Figure it out yourself. Anyways, I didn't have time to go picking up my ex-wife. You said you have a new guy. Ask him. He's way more generous than me, right?
That was all made up. I was just trying to make you jealous. Please, I'm not seeing anybody. Please, Mark, cancel that divorce. Get those papers back. Do something! I won't do this kind of stuff anymore, so please.
Like I said, we're strangers now. Have a good life, Sarah. It was nice knowing you. After that, I put a block on all her messages. As for Sarah, her parents went and picked her up. I got a call from Sarah's father the next day apologizing for the whole mess. He later told me that Sarah would not believe the predicament she was in. She apparently returned to the old house, which is empty now. She even went down to City Hall to verify that we were really divorced. She finally came to the realization that it was true, that she was really divorced and the house was gone. But she wasn't quite finished. She came barging into my office one day demanding to talk to me. She told the front receptionist that she was my wife, but was told by the receptionist that she was divorced. This really ticked her off and she made quite a scene. The security had to restrain her and eventually the police were called and she was hauled away. Her folks had to bail her out. I heard she's now living at her grandparents' home somewhere back east. And by back east, I mean she had to take a plane there, which in turn means I will probably never see her again. I can't understand why her parents put up with her. I feel bad for her folks and having to receive payments from them for the money I lend them, but her father insisted that a debt is a debt. At least her father is a man of his word, and I'm grateful for that. After the debt is paid off, I suppose that part of my life will eventually become a distant memory.
Hey, Janet, where have you run off to? Hello, Rita. What did you want to talk about? I put all the paperwork for tomorrow's presentation on your desk, so I'd like you to go ahead and copy all of those and make enough copies for everyone coming, please. You want me doing all that today? There are going to be 21 people attending the proposal meeting, so please make that many copies for me. Even the CEO and a few other higher-ups will be there. So make sure all the papers are properly aligned after copying them and staple them together. Hold on for a moment. I'm already heading back to my house right now. Huh? Why are you doing that? You still have a lot of work to do today. You can't just skip work like that without telling anyone. Didn't you hear that since last week I've started to work shorter shifts here within the company? I know that for normal work weeks you all have to work until 5:30, but as for myself with this new schedule, I'm only needed in the office until 4 p.m. And because of that, I'm sure there are other people in the department there to help you now. So, because of that change to my schedule, I'm not going to be able to do any work for you right now as I'm not in the office. Well, why don't you just turn around and come back here? Please don't say such nonsense. I already stamped my time card and everything. I don't want to have to come back in and create an unnecessary problem for HR. So, you're not even going to listen to what the full-time employee is asking you now? Just because you happen to be older than me and have more years under your belt here doesn't mean you can talk back to me now that you're working part-time practically. As for the amount of work you have there, that's up to the department manager, so if you find that you have too much work for yourself to do, go talk to them, please. The department manager is not here right now. Well, then you can go to another high-up that's currently in the office with you and ask them for their help with the situation. I'm sure they'll be able to help you figure something out. Also, wasn't that task to have all those copies made and then stapled together a task given to you by the department manager? Also, you have only been within this company for 2 months. You are still only considered to be a new hire. So I wouldn't push your luck too much when it comes to the work you're being asked to do. Depending on how well you're able to manage your time and do your job here will ultimately decide where you move up to in the future. And even if you had been here for multiple years now, you trying to push your work off onto another employee like that is a no-go. Geez, who the hell cares about any of that? Hurry up and get back here so that you can copy these papers for me. Then you'd like me to call the office right now and tell one of the managers there that you are currently trying to push your work off onto other people? Huh? As of right now, I am not supposed to work any overtime when it comes to my schedule. So if I'm to come back to the office and do more work today, I'm going to have to go into overtime, and HR would not be too pleased with that. And at that point, I'd have to explain to them why I came back into work and put more work in. So if you're completely fine with me explaining the reason for clocking back into them, then I'll be back there really soon. Whatever. I get it now. I'm going to have to do all this work myself now then. If you're able to do that, then you'd be helping yourself out a lot. I'm heading into the supermarket to get some shopping done now, so I'll have to go. Who cares? All you are is an old hag that just talked back to one of the full-time employees here. I have proof of that now. Well, just remember that this weekend at the welcoming party for the new CEO, only full-time employees and family members will be allowed to go. So, unfortunately for you, now that you've told me you've switched to working part-time, you won't be able to attend said party anymore. And as for myself, now that I won't have you around me to cause trouble at the party, I'll be able to prove myself to the young and sexy CEO and get him to never forget who I am. But as for yourself, since you can't come to this amazing party, you'll get to spend the day by yourself like any other. Right? You have to understand that now, right? This is something I'm going to be smiling about for a while now. Seriously, it sucks to be an old hag like you. What the hell, Janet? Hey, Janet, what the hell is wrong with you? Why the hell is a part-timer of an old hag here at the CEO's welcoming party? The only people that are allowed to attend today are the full-time employees and the family of the CEO. You leave this place right now. Rita, who was the one that said only full-time employees were allowed to come to this party? Excuse me? Well, it's the CEO's welcoming party, right? You think he'd want part-timers to be showing up to see him on his entrance into the company? Then tell me why there are other part-time workers here from both other departments in the company and of higher-ups themselves. What? I'm sure that with you only having been within this company for a mere 2 months yet, you haven't been able to meet and recognize everyone that works for the company, right? But I'm sure you can tell that some of the other people attending today also work shorter shifts for the company, right? I'd stop it with your shenanigans right now before you start to get others involved that you'd rather not be upset with you. What the heck? Then those that work in the planning department part-time are not allowed to be here. Huh? I, one of the full-time employees for the company, have just decided on that, so get the hell out. I'm really sorry, Rita, but I have to start talking to some very important people of mine, so I'll be going now. Huh? Talking to some important people, do you? Now, you listen here. Why the hell are you talking with all the executive directors and such now? And what's this with you being able to stand right next to the CEO like that? Do you not understand what your position as a part-timer means here? Also, the dress you're wearing to this kind of party is way too fashionable for you. Don't tell me. Are you trying to become the wife of the CEO or something? This cannot be. I need you to get the hell out of this party, one way or another. I'm the only one that seemed to have noticed this, so I must act now before it's too late for the CEO. You freaking loser. This is what happens when you try to make yourself look good in front of the higher-ups, when all you are is a low-life part-timer. Rita, what were you trying to do by causing all of this? And why were you just standing there in the back corner of the hallway waiting for me outside of everyone's view? My beautiful white dress is all stained in that red wine you were holding on to. I made sure that your dress would be ruined on purpose, you know. Now your only choice is to go home and leave all of us alone. So this was all a part of your plan to get me to leave this party? All because you didn't like the idea of me being here? That's right. Nobody wants to see you in that ugly-looking dress now, so I'd say your only option is to leave right away. Well, you have a good point. Especially since I'm drenched and might catch a cold standing in this cold building with only my dress on. I guess I really do have to head home. But I'll be back. You will not be back, though, is the thing. If you come back here again, I might just have to get myself another glass of wine to pour all over you. Do you have any idea what others will think when I have to leave? All that'll happen after you're gone is the party will be able to continue the way it should have without you here. And as for the CEO, he'll no longer have to look at an ugly old hag like you anymore and can focus on more important matters like myself. So get lost, you loser! This dress happened to be really important to me, and I had it all prepared for a day like today, as the CEO wanted me to. Huh? If he becomes aware, when he becomes aware that this dress he was so excited about is covered in red wine, I'm sure he'll become very sad. Actually, he might become very upset. Huh? What are you going on about now? Janet, hey, can you please come back to the party? If you don't come back here, I'm going to really be in for something horrible. I didn't know anything about that. I literally never thought that someone like you would actually be the CEO's wife. And the reason for you becoming a part-timer after being a full-timer for so long was because your husband became the new CEO. And in order to have someone around the house more while he'd become more busy, you decided to work less hours for the company. And now that I think about it, the CEO happens to have the same last name as you do. Why did I never notice something like that before? Hey, Janet! Were you able to talk with the CEO? He's pissed at me. But I just assumed this whole dang time that the CEO had been single and had no other women. And I never knew that you were the wife of the CEO. Had you just simply told me about that sooner, I would have never had to kick you out of the party today. I had no choice, right? Rita, I think the problem that you're facing right now is something completely different from what you're thinking. Huh? Of course, it's totally unacceptable to pour wine all over the wife of the company's CEO like you did. But even had you not poured wine all over me and kicked me out of the party, you already had a whole lot of problems going on that could not be avoided. I hope you realize that the CEO is not only pissed at you about what happened today, but about plenty of other things that have been piling up caused by you. I get that I've screwed up already, so just hurry back here, will ya? No. I happen to have a plan with the CEO on when I'm to come back to the party. So until that time has come, I'm going to be waiting at home for him to be finished dealing with you. Why won't you just come back here? Well, you happen to still be at the party, correct? Huh? I have every right to not want to be there while you're still in that building, right? You are a scary girl that thinks it's okay to pour wine all over me on purpose. And I can't be going back there until you're gone for good. I'm a scary girl? You think I am? As a matter of fact, right now you've been isolated into another room by some of the men there. And you have to wait in there until your parents arrive from the town to pick you up. They really went and called my parents on me? I was just trying to get rid of the old hag that was getting in the way of me and the CEO today. Why am I being fired from that company? I told everyone already that the only problem was that I didn't know you were the CEO's wife. Had I just known that one thing, I wouldn't have done anything to you. Also, all I did was spill a small amount of wine on you. My parents have already told me that they'll be paying for your dress to be cleaned for you, so I don't see what the problem is anymore here. You're firing me without any good reason. I could sue your husband for that. Settle down, Rita. I have something very important to tell you. The fact that you did all that when you haven't even been with the company long enough to consider yourself a proper employee gives this company every right to fire you over that. Also, the fact that you already told me you poured the wine on me on purpose could have the possibility of making the whole situation be taken into the police's hands. What? I've been talking with my lawyer about all that happened, and that's what he's told me. You're talking with a lawyer? I'm sure when you talk with him, he'll explain everything in a lot more detail to you. But I think you should stop it with all your BS and just let him take care of the situation with you. But I've already been told I need to pay an out-of-court settlement to you, though. I'm sure that's what the lawyer will be coming to me for then. Not only have I been fired and won't be getting any kind of money for it, I'm going to have to be the one to pay for all that happened. So why is this all happening to me now? I never meant to hurt the CEO's feelings. On the day of the party, just as I had explained to Rita, her parents were on their way to pick her up from the place and have a talk with the CEO. When they did arrive, I was still waiting at my house, and so my husband handled everything for me. Her parents both apologized for their daughter's actions and then left the party, taking their daughter home with them. After that, her parents then helped us by paying the out-of-court settlement I'd asked for with the help of my lawyer. But this did not fix anything really, as when it came to Rita, she was not able to learn what she'd really done wrong, and only told me a verbal sorry. Because of that, her parents realized that they never raised their daughter well enough if this was how she'd act. And so they forced her to start working for a landscaping company owned by her uncle, where he works her hard. She can't even push her work off onto any of the other workers either, as they're all big men that will not take that kind of crap from some small girl. Actually, due to the fact that her parents had to take out a loan to pay for the settlement, they made sure to put her name on it so that she'd have to pay it off over time. So as of right now, she's having to work every day of the week making money that she's not even allowed to keep, as it goes right into paying off her debt. And with that, she cries and cries and cries, all while trying her best to work a very laborious job with nobody around wanting to help her.
Hello, Carol. You have to join the housewife luncheon this afternoon. I won't take no for an answer. Oh, hi, Helen. Okay, what I want, or shall I say demand that you do is to come over to my place right away. And I mean immediately. I want to demonstrate to you the difference between the wife of a regular employee and that of a chief manager. I'm sure you know where I live, right? I mean, everyone knows. It's common knowledge among us housewives. You know the place right in front of the station, right? The one with the doorman? You can't really miss it. Oh yes, and we're on top floor. Just ask the front desk guy. His name is James, nice fellow. He'll guide you right up, no problem. I'm pretty sure I explained to you the other day, but I work all day during the week, so that's impossible. I know you told me that the last time we met, but you must realize that it's unthinkable to refuse the leader of the housewives. Therefore, I demand that you come over here right away. I'm really sorry, Helen, but I'm on an urgent business trip at the moment in New York. Did you just say New York? You mean like New York City? Yes, that's right, New York City, the Big Apple and what's more, but I won't be back until the day after tomorrow. Wait, pardon me? Am I really hearing you correctly? Dear God, it's as if you went on some sort of holiday without my permission. Everyone knows you need my permission to make such trips. I did make myself clear, right? I said I'm on a business trip right now in New York. But New York is a tourist destination. You know, the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty, that's where tourists go. So people don't go there for business. You really shouldn't use your business position to take a tourist vacation to the city. That is really a no-no. Tourist vacation? That's right, a tourist vacation. And besides, what's a penniless housewife like yourself taking a holiday anyways? Right. Hey, Helen, can I ask you a simple question? Do you know the difference between a business trip and a holiday? If not, I would urge you to Google it. I assure you, I'm not here in New York on vacation. You can even check with my office if you'd like. I really can't believe you would disobey me. I demand that you cancel that vacation right this minute and join our housewives' luncheon. I'm not fooling around here, Carol. I expect to see you here this afternoon on the dot. I'm really sorry. I have an important business meeting coming up. I really can't be bothered by all this. Pardon me? I really must be going, Helen. Goodbye. Carol, don't you dare hang up on me. We haven't concluded this conversation. I really can't believe that woman. Why does she have to be so difficult? Hello, Carol. A few days ago, you said that you work during the week, so you're not able to attend the housewife's luncheon, isn't that right? So I thought what you said, and I decided to hold it on Saturday. What do you say? This Saturday? Well, I have to work in the morning, but I'm available in the afternoon. Oh, well, that's a bit of surprise. You seem quite compliant. I may be not able to attend every single luncheon, and I really don't want to keep refusing. It would not be fair to you, so I think I can make time to attend this Saturday. Well, that's so considerate of you, but you have 2 days off a week, and all you can muster is a little time off Saturday afternoon? I can understand that you have work and all, but I suppose you don't have much money and you need to work as much as you can provide for your family. Yes, well, I can definitely sympathize with your plight. Yes, well, the client I'm currently dealing with has Sunday and Monday as their days off, so that's why people dealing with this client and the project we are setting up to have meeting on our days off sometimes. I see, but not really. I'm a simple housewife, so, I don't really know about such matters. As I recall, your husband is the sales manager for D Corporation, is that right? Oh, I see you did your homework. Yes, that's right. As a matter of fact, we've been doing business with your company for a little while now. Hold on a second. My husband's company does business with yours? Is that what you're saying? Really? Now that's good to hear. Okay, if that's the case, this changes everything. For the next luncheon, I really must organize an extravagant luncheon for you then. Right. I look forward to it. Hey, Carol, good morning. I take it you're headed over here now, am I right? Oh, hello, Helen. Yes, I just finished work, so I should be able to arrive there right about noon. Well, that's good to hear. I've prepared something special, so I hope you get here soon. This is going to be a wonderful luncheon. Oh my, Carol, are you seeing this? I can't believe that you suddenly left just because I accidentally spilled coffee on you. And anyhow, the coffee wasn't that hot. It's not as if you got burned or anything. Why are you so upset over a simple mistake? You're so touchy. I don't care what the temperature of the coffee was. What I'm pissed off about is you splashed that cup of coffee right in my face. That was no accident and everyone knows it. Still, it wasn't a big deal. You're overreacting way too much. Let's take a deep breath and talk like normal folks. Why don't we? I realize that you're poor and that you have no time to think about relationship or friends, but when I started talking about how my husband is a successful businessman and that he concluded a major deal with a top corporation, that's when I looked over at you. You had this huge frown on your face. You looked furious. I realized that you're always going on off your business trips, so I figured you must be assigned to the marketing department of your company, right? I bet you were jealous that my husband was able to snag that big project, that isn't it? It's just so obvious. I know my husband is the top sales manager, but I really wish you wouldn't get so envious of my husband. It's really undignified if you ask me. Oh, I see. So to you, I looked like I was jealous of your husband's success. That's why I looked upset? You know what, Carol? You really wear your emotions on your sleeve. I could read you a mile away. Your envy lit up like a neon sign. I was so overwhelmed by that jealousy that this may sound strange, but it scared me, and I instinctively threw my cup of coffee in your face. So it really was not my intention. It was that look on your face that did. Frankly speaking, I loathe people like you, Carol. Yeah, well, likewise. Just to reiterate one more time, you're saying that it was your husband that said the major project that our company concluded was all because of your husband's marketing and negotiation skills. Is that what you said? That's right. The project was concluded by the M Corporation, a multi-million-dollar corporation. Well, that is sort of strange if you ask me. Strange? How? What I'm saying is, I distinctively remember that the sales rep that always come to our office was much younger and was a woman. Excuse me? Your company? Are you saying? I doubt it. Are you an employee of M Corporation? Well, there are various problems that came up, so on Monday I wanted to discuss this matter with the person responsible for this project at our office.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
It all depends on the outcome of the discussion on Monday, but this entire business deal with your husband's company will probably be terminated.
Wait, pardon me?
Regarding this matter, like I said, we will discuss it with all involved and we will convey our conclusions directly to your husband's office.
Carol, what is this about? I mean, terminate? What are you saying?
Okay, I better go. Goodbye, Helen.
Carol, pick up! I want you to do something about this right now.
What is it? I'm in the middle of dinner. Can't this wait?
My husband says he's gonna divorce me.
Excuse me?
I had to invite you to that luncheon. As a result, my husband's company found out that he took credit for the big project with M Corporation. I was even reprimanded for spilling coffee on you, for God's sake.
What do you want me to say? This is a problem between husband and wife. It's none of my business. Work it out between you two if that's all.
It does concern you. You had to blab all about this to the company. What? Because of jealousy? This is important. I can't get divorced. No way that's happening. It's your fault. You do something about it.
Helen, are you even listening? This has nothing to do with me. Talk to your husband. You guys work it out.
It was everything to do with you. Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to know you were the president of M Corporation? I thought you were just a sales rep, and I had no idea that my husband took credit for the deal with your company. How was I supposed to know that? I took him at his word. He said he made a deal.
Well, even if you didn't know anything about this, the fact remains that your husband took credit for the deal and was set to get promoted.
Just talk to the people involved and reinstate that deal that was in place between M and D Corporation. Simple. My husband won't get promoted, but he'll survive, and our marriage survives. So please.
Oh, I forgot. The project hasn't been terminated.
Wait, really? That's great.
But there are conditions.
Conditions?
Yes. Your husband took all the credit for this project, but we want all that rescinded and all credit and promotion be given to the saleswoman who worked hard to get this project off the ground. I already put such a request at D Corporation.
But that would mean my husband would be demoted. No, he would get fired for this. I can't agree to that. Please take that back. Tell them it was all a mistake. I insist my husband run the project, please. What's the difference who runs the project? It's all the same.
You're not listening, Helen. I said I already sent the request to the head of the D Corporation. They are already aware of the details regarding this matter.
But you can't.
This is a business matter between two companies. This has nothing whatsoever to do with your personal problems. I hope you understand that, Helen.
Just because I spilled coffee on you, you didn't have to go this far and ruin our marriage.
Helen, you have this all wrong. I want to be perfectly clear. I didn't bring up the matter regarding whether to terminate this project just because you splashed me with coffee. That coffee incident and business matters, they are completely separate. This matter of your husband deceiving his co-workers and taking credit for the project in order to get promoted is a business matter that will be dealt with within the company. This is not a personal feud between you and me, Helen. Understand that. With regards to the unfortunate coffee incident, that's a personal matter and we'll deal with that some other time. One more time, let me reiterate. Personal matters are one thing and business another. I have no intention of mixing the two. Please don't get the two mixed up.
Carol, what is this? You're asking me to pay damages? Why me? What is this? Some kind of sick joke?
Good evening, Helen. Did you know that intentionally splashing hot coffee on someone is a crime? It is considered assault.
Hold on a second. What are you saying, Carol?
Oh, and all that trash talk about me, that I'm some penniless housewife, that I eat cheap junk food? You also spread all kinds of lies about how I was heavily in debt and I borrowed money from shady loan sharks. Oh, and here's the best one, that all my business trips are actually rendezvous with a boyfriend. Apparently, I was having an affair. Seems you were spreading such lies to all the other housewives and who probably spread it to their friends. I'm sure a lot of them believed, and to be honest, it is emotionally quite distressing, not only to me but to my husband and kids. That's what the damages are for.
This is going way too far, Carol. How am I supposed to pay for this? My husband will divorce me. I'm in no position to pay such a thing. Getting divorced is more than enough of a penalty. Do you want to make me suffer?
Helen, I told you I would take care of personal matters separately, right? Like I said 100 times, person matters are one thing and business another. If you don't agree to pay the compensation, my only remaining choice is to press charges.
I can't believe you, Carol. You're living in that tiny apartment, but in actuality you're a company president? What the hell is this all about? If I had known, I would never have made such a silly mistake.
I think you got this whole thing mixed up, Helen. If you're talking about that little apartment near my daughter's kindergarten, I bought that place to use as an office. You know, to do remote work when I didn't have time.
Excuse me? Remote work?
Yes, our company incorporated a system where employees could work remotely. But I didn't want to work at home, so I bought this place near my daughter's kindergarten. It was just more convenient. Our home is way over on the west side, in the Hillsdale neighborhood.
Hillsdale? That expensive neighborhood near the golf course?
Can we finish up here? I really have a lot to do today.
Pardon me?
I would rather that we communicate through my lawyer going forward. I really must get going. Goodbye, Helen.
Wait, don't go yet. We need to talk about this. To be honest, my husband is also demanding that I pay compensation to him. Please, I beg of you, please don't make me suffer even more. Carol! Carol, are you there? Please answer me.
A few days later, the full amount that I demanded was deposited into my account. I guess my lawyer called her and explained the whole thing to her. So she really had no choice about her husband demanding money from her, apparently. Helen was having an affair. I heard that the guy she was seeing was the father from a kindergarten. I probably know the guy. As for her husband, he was forced to resign. Helen obviously couldn't pay for all the damages that was thrust upon her, and ultimately, it was her folks that covered the costs. They weren't too happy about it, to say the least. Last I heard, she's working 2 jobs, day in, day out, to pay her debts. What's more, she apparently never worked a day in her life before. I later heard from one of the housewives that she received a line message from her complaining about the long and hard day she has to work. She was evidently sending all the housewives such messages on a regular basis. They got so tired of it that they blocked her from their line apps. Must have been quite an onslaught of messages.
Hey there, Cynthia. It's so great to finally get to talk to my big sister-in-law. I'm your brother Carl's wife, Shauna. What? My brother's wife? Oh, now that you mention it, I think one of my old high school friends mentioned to me a while back that he got married. It's nice to meet you, Shauna. Same to you, Cynthia. If you don't mind me asking, how did you get my number? I bet you've probably heard this from my brother, but he's not my biological brother. He's actually my second cousin or something. We're related, but only barely. They just took me in after my parents died when I was young. I call them my parents and brother because, well, they're the only family I know. We never really got along well, though. I have all their phone numbers just in case I need to contact them, but the moment I turned 18 and started a life on my own, they all blocked my number. Oh, wow. Really? Wow, I had no idea. So anyway, there's something I need you to help me out with. What is it? Okay, so a little while ago, I got a job at a company that's pretty close to where you live in your city. I work from 9 to 5, and I need someone to look after my kid when I'm at work, and that's where you come in. What? I heard that you're single and have a job where you work from home, right? That means you have way more free time on your hands than someone who actually goes into work like me, right? So I thought it wouldn't be too much trouble for you. Shauna, hold up just 1 second. Oh, don't worry, I already got your address. It shouldn't be too difficult to find. Shauna, I've never taken care of a kid in my entire life. I can't watch yours for you. Oh, really? In that case, this will be the perfect opportunity for you to accustom yourself to taking care of children. Isn't that great? It's a win-win situation. Shauna, listen to me. No, I cannot look after your kid. I am way too busy. Oh, come on. What else are you going to do with your time? You're single and work at home. My relationship and work status are totally irrelevant. So anyway, I just left her in the doorway to your apartment 2 minutes ago. Thanks a bunch. I'll see you later tonight. You what? Shauna! You actually abandoned your kid in front of my apartment door? What on earth were you thinking? I already told you what I was thinking. I'm working, you're free. So I'm leaving my kid with you to take care of while I'm at work. It's that simple. How old is this kid anyway? Like 4 or 5 months? I may not be a childcare expert, but this kid looks like she's practically a newborn. I think she's like about 2 months, give or take. 2 months? No. This is not happening. I can't take care of a baby that young. Sorry, Cynthia, but I just clocked into work. No turning back now. You have got some nerve, Shauna. I'll see you in 8 hours. Have fun! Shauna, get back here! Shauna, this has to stop. You left your baby on my doorstep again? Yep, thanks for always taking such good care of her. I really appreciate it. Shauna, listen to me. This stops today. You've been doing this to me for a full week now. This baby is only 2 months old. She needs her mother with her, and I am not her mother. How could you just leave such a vulnerable baby with me? Are you out of your mind? And like I told you, I have my own work to be doing. I'm in the middle of a big project that's due in a short time. I'm up to my eyeballs in work, and I have 0 time to spend caring for your baby. Please, Shauna, I know you're in a tough position, but so am I. You need to find someone else, okay? Listen, Cynthia, you're not fooling anyone. I know you work at home, and I know what that means. It means you can't possibly have any really important work to do. Unlike me, get it? It's in society's best interest that you help me out here. I'm sure you'd like to be spending more time playing video games or whatever it is you do while pretending to work, but wouldn't you like to do something to benefit society for once in your life? Honestly, you should be thanking me for giving you the opportunity to do something that's actually meaningful with your life. What are you talking about? I don't spend all day playing computer games. I am working. Just because I'm not going into an office to do my job doesn't mean I don't have duties, deadlines, bosses, clients, everything. I'm being serious right now. I cannot do this anymore. I'm having to spend all morning and afternoon looking after your baby, so I have to put off all my work until night. I barely slept at all this week. I am absolutely losing my mind over here, and my deadline is getting closer every day. And now you know what working mothers have to deal with every day. This is going to be super valuable opportunity for you. I know it. Stop trying to dodge the issue. That's not what this is about. Kate, just got to my office. Gotta go, Cynthia. See you later. Thanks again for taking such good care of my little angel. Shauna, please, I can't take this anymore.
Hey, Cynthia. It's been way too long since we've talked. It's me, Carl.
What?
Your little brother, Carl, remember?
Oh, I was pretty sure you all had blocked me.
I'm sorry to message you so suddenly like this. I just unblocked you a little bit ago.
What could you possibly want now?
Cynthia, I wanted to tell you that I'm sincerely sorry for everything that happened.
Well, it's appreciated, but what's brought this on?
I only blocked you because Mom and Dad made me. I had no choice but to do as they said. I didn't want to block you. You're my sister. I love you. I wanted to keep a normal sibling relationship.
Carl, what's going on?
I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know about any of this, but being an only child, I was really, really happy to have a big sister. If it were my choice, I would have kept things going just like they were, but like I said, Mom and Dad made me block you, and they checked my phone every day to make sure I wasn't contacting you without them knowing.
Wow, that must have been hard for you. But I guess I can understand why things would happen that way. My parents never got along with your mom and dad back before they died. I couldn't even remember the last time I had seen you guys when the day came that you had to take me into your home.
Yeah, my parents told me I wasn't allowed to play with you or even be nice to you. And I know it's way too late, but I really wanted to tell you how sorry I am. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart.
Thanks for telling me how you feel, Carl. I forgive you. It wasn't your fault.
Thanks, Cynthia. So, the reason I wanted to talk to you today is that my parents are getting divorced.
Divorced?
My wife Shauna and I had been living together with my parents in their house, but their divorce has been so chaotic that we decided to take the opportunity to get the hell out of there, and we moved over to your city.
Oh. Huh.
If it's okay with you, I'd like to try and put our relationship back together. We could invite Shauna along and go out for dinner, go on trips, make it feel like we're brother and sister again.
Wow. Well, I really appreciate that you feel that way. But if we're going to start fresh, there's one matter that needs to be taken care of before anything else.
What is it? I'll do anything. You name it.
It's about your kid.
Wait. My kid? What about my kid?
Shauna's been dropping your kid off at my house every single day for the last week and making me babysit for her while she's at work. I need you to talk to her and make her knock that off.
What?
Yeah, like I said, it's been going on for an entire week now. And the baby's only 2 months old. I know she's my niece and all, but I have to put my foot down here. I have work to do. I can't watch your daughter during the day. And the only reason I haven't either gone insane or collapsed from exhaustion until now is because my landlord is the kindest woman I've ever met who agreed to help me out when she can. If not for her, I don't even want to think about what sort of state I'd be in. I tried to talk to Shauna about this, but she just doesn't listen to a word I say.
Wait a minute. Niece? Daughter? What are you talking about?
Huh? What do you mean, what am I talking about? She's your daughter, I'm your sister, that makes her my niece.
Cynthia, our child is a boy, so he's my son and your nephew.
What?
And he's not 2 months old, he's 4 months old.
This isn't making any sense. So, wait, if your kid is a boy, then who is this girl I've been babysitting for this week?
Is the baby at your place right now?
Yeah. She's taking a nap in the other room right now.
I'd like to take a look for myself, so is it okay if Shauna and I come over there together?
What the? Is Shauna with you right now?
Well, yeah, she's been here with me all day.
She's not at work?
Nah, she's off on maternity leave. I took paid leave from work so I could get us completely moved out of my folks' house as soon as possible.
Then we've got a bit of a problem. Shauna's been telling me the reason she needs me to look after the baby is because she's working 9 to 5.
Okay, so either my wife has learned how to teleport, or we've got an imposter on our hands. This is looking to be a pretty interesting day.
Interesting? I'm terrified.
Okay, don't worry. We'll head over there right now.
Do you know my address?
Yeah, you've sent us a Christmas card every year, haven't you? Well, last year I managed to get the mailbox before my parents did, found your card, and copied down your address.
Wow, that's resourceful of you.
Right? So, yeah, we'll be over there soon.
Okay, I'll be waiting. Hey, what did you do? I was just about to drop my kid off at your place when I got caught by my parents and husband. Good morning. I gotta hand it to you. You totally had me convinced you were Shauna. Uh-oh. But you're not, Shauna, and I'm not your sister-in-law, right? You're Shauna's older sister, Jenna. You figured that out? Yep. How? Your family all blocked you, right? There was no way for them to contact you. I thought you'd never find out. As a matter of fact, my brother Carl messaged me just yesterday asking to rebuild our relationship. Seriously? And I also had the pleasure of meeting the real Shauna as well. Oh, come on! Yesterday evening, I gave your daughter back to you like normal, but that was only so we could confirm your identity. Carl and the real Shauna were watching you on my front door security camera, and they got a very good look at your face. Shauna knew right away it was you, her older sister Jenna. And once she confirmed your identity, she immediately jumped into action. She called your parents and your husband and told them what had been going on with you for the last week. And that's how things wound up like they did this morning, from what Shauna said. It seemed like you had visited her at their house sometime after Christmas. I suppose you must have seen my Christmas card and copied down my address just like Carl did, but how did you get my phone number? Did you actually steal it off of one of their phones? No. Look, Jenna, there's really no use in hiding anymore. I know you're not Shauna. I know why you've been shoving your kid onto me. I know everything. Fine. I heard about how you had a bad relationship with his parents at their wedding, so I figured I might be able to use the situation to my advantage. But my God, that moron Carl had to go and pick the worst possible timing to contact you, after I worked so hard to keep up the ruse. Okay, seriously now, did you actually think that you'd be able to get away with this stunt of yours forever? You would have gotten found out eventually, one way or another. In any case, I think you'd better go and have a talk with your husband and parents. Oh, and one more thing, I am never taking care of your kid for you again. What's your problem? It's not like you've got anything better to do. You're such a pampered, spoiled brat. Working from home? Yeah, right. You're just sitting around watching TV and eating snacks all day, aren't you? There's no reason you can't watch my kid for a few hours. You lazy jerk. Hey, what gives? Why are you in your apartment anymore? I tried ringing your doorbell, but then some old lady came out saying she was the landlord and that she'd call the police if I didn't leave. You moved? Why? What do you want? My husband divorced me, and it gets worse. I lost custody of my daughter. Ah, so it would seem that he also found out that you'd been cheating on him then? You said you were leaving your kid with me because you had to go to work. But you were actually just going to see your boyfriend, weren't you? How did you... And then you tried to claim that the girl's father was actually your boyfriend's, not your husband's, but he had a paternity test done. And lo and behold, she is, in fact, your husband's daughter. Oh, excuse me, ex-husband's daughter. And because of this, your boyfriend broke up with you too. Do I have all that right? How did you know all of that? Well, after all that misery you caused me, I was very eager to hear every single minute detail from Carl and Shauna about how quickly your life had spiraled downhill since then. You're a real sociopath, you know that? How can you be enjoying the pain and suffering you caused me? You're gonna have to take responsibility for all this. Excuse me? It's your fault that I got divorced, your fault that I lost custody of my daughter, and your fault that I got thrown out of my parents' house. This is all your responsibility, so you're gonna pay for it. Tell me where you moved. I'm gonna crash with you for a while until I get things figured out. No. Why not? I am not gonna let you in my house just so you can steal anything that has value to pawn for cash. Damn it. I presume your husband is suing you for your affair and child support, right? Your parents referred you to that one company, didn't they? If I were you, I wouldn't balk at the chance to have your rent covered while also being able to make some money to start chipping away at your debts. But that place is really, really, really strict. I don't want to work there. Okay, well, if you're not willing to take the job that's been offered to you, then I don't see why I should have to take care of you. You won't even take care of yourself. You're an awful person, a real black-hearted scumbag. You impersonated your sister and forced a total stranger to look after your child so you could go and cheat on your husband. I don't think you're in any sort of position to call someone a black-hearted scumbag. What was I supposed to do? I can't take my kid over to see my boyfriend. She would have totally killed the mood. I see now that this conversation isn't going to go anywhere. If losing your husband, daughter, and parents isn't enough to slap some sense into you, nothing I could say would either. Goodbye. Hey, don't be that way. Come on, Cynthia. You gotta do something. Help me. When Jenna texted me, it seems that she was in the middle of trying to run away from some friends of her parents. I told Carl and Shauna that Jenna had been looking for me at my old apartment, and they were kind enough to relay that information on to the friends who were looking for her. Just about 30 minutes later, I got another message from Carl that simply said, "They got her." I only found out what happened to her after that when I was finally able to meet up with Carl under normal circumstances and have a normal conversation. Jenna's parents have certain connections, including a company that operates a remotely located factory specializing in monitoring its employees' lives. She'll be working there until she's paid off every last cent of her colossal debts. As for Jenna, I left her number unblocked because I was mildly entertained by the desperate pleas for help she would send me. But eventually, those pleas turned into her just hurling foul language at me, so I decided my fun was over and told Carl about it. He messaged me a little while later saying it's been taken care of. And just like that, the messages from Jenna completely stopped. Now that the whole ordeal with Jenna is over, I can finally get back to work on finishing my project in peace and quiet.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.